All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. Hope y'all are having a good day so far. So, a lot of you guys wanted me to react to this. This is a 93Z video, and it's titled LeBron James is quietly building a super team. And I know, like, the comments have been flooding in from you guys. I've been reading them all about the potential of, I mean, we all know. We all know what's about to happen, don't we? We all know what's about to happen next year. So, obviously, it looks like LeBron James is going to go back to Cleveland. As we see, Cleveland has been doing some work during this most recent trade deadline. They now have James Harden. So, we got Donovan Mitchell, we got James Harden, and LeBron James, right? Sounds pretty spicy, but it ain't going to work. So, that's the funny thing. Like, I agree with you guys. This is probably going to be LeBron's final super team. He's going to try to win one in his last year in Cleveland. And I don't think it's going to work, man. One, James Harden's not a winner. LeBron's not a winner. So what? It's all on Donovan Mitchell to seal the deal? I don't think it's going to work, personally. Second of all, when is LeBron ever touching the ball? Between Donovan Mitchell and James Harden, I already don't know what the dynamic will be between them. I already don't understand that whole trade. Like, why do you need a James Harden if you got a Donovan Mitchell? I don't understand. And then after that, if you're going to add LeBron James to that mix, why would you add another ball-dominant player to that mix? No clue. I don't think it's going to work. I'd be betting, if that happens, I'll be betting against them all season, and it is what it is. Anyways, you guys, let's see what Zay has to say about it. I'm curious what you guys think too. Do you think it's gonna work? My biggest shock, and I'll get this out of the way before we start the video, is what the hell, Dan Gilbert? If Dan Gilbert, the owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers, actually takes LeBron back for his farewell year, I don't know, man. That means I'll lose a lot of respect for Dan Gilbert. Like, LeBron left you twice now, bro. We all know how mad you were the first time. And so after 2 times, you're still going to take him back? I don't respect that. So anyways, guys, let's get on with this. The video from 93Z is going to be linked down in the description for you guys. Highly recommend checking out his channel. Also, super shout out to channel members. This one is brought to you by channel members, so thank you very much. And guys, like the video, hit that hype button if you could. I'd appreciate it all. And let's do this.
I sat Darius down and I explained to him, I was like, this is going to be your last year on the Cavs. Very matter-of-factly, because I do things very black and white. I said, that's just the way it's going to be for a number of reasons that it take too long to get into, but that's just my foresight.
A few moments later.
Top news of this evening, Harden to the Cavaliers. Yet another photo shot for the man with the biggest beard.
What jersey hasn't he worn?
This is a sick Negro.
I wouldn't do that just yet. Cause your ass is mine.
Guys, straight up, would you trade for James Harden right now on your team? Do you believe he's going to help you win? I'm just curious.
Fanboys.
The cage.
Y'all see what's going on? And they trying to do it right under our noses. LeUnc think he's slick.
No, man.
And he would have got away with it too if it wasn't for that meddling Zay.
Hey, a lot of us have been calling this one out for, an entire season at least. Actually, for about 2 seasons now, Zay. It just makes sense. By the way, I missed this on the last Zay reaction. That is great. That is a great logo. That should be the new NBA logo. No, it just makes sense that he would want to do this. My stance, though, I'll be completely transparent. My stance is LeBron would want to go back to Cleveland, but no way in hell would Dan Gilbert take him back. I'm starting to wonder if I'm wrong now.
But are we really surprised, though? All the signs have been there the whole time. When the Lakers didn't extend LeBron, we should have knew that was the beginning of the end. Because he wanted that extension so bad, so he could finish his career off in LA. But when Jeannie Buss sold the Lakers, there's a new sheriff in town. And that sheriff is Mark Walter. You see what he did to the Dodgers? He walked in and cleaned house.
Yes, sir.
The Lakers just cleaned house. Only Jeannie Buss is left from the previous regime, and she only got promised 5 years. And what else did Mark Walter do?
Oh, is that how it worked? So Jeannie is going to be governor for the next, I guess 4.5 years then?
For the Dodgers, he cleared them books. It's time for LA to clear the books. They're spending $52 million on a statue. There's no way Mark Walter was going to do that. So LeUnc is stuck between a pimp and a hard place right now.
Crying out to God to help me with these hard times.
And the only place he really got left to go is back home. And unfortunately for Darius Garland being signed to Clutch, you are a casualty of war.
Yeah,
if there's
you are.
a way for your contract to benefit LeBron James, you better believe that you're getting traded, brother.
That's the crazy thing, man. It's like being part of a gang, and there's tiers to this gang. You know, LeBron's at the very, very top of this pyramid or triangle or whatever I'm envisioning in my head right now, and everybody else underneath can be sacrificed at any point if it benefits the top of the food chain. And in this case, that is LeBron James. I don't know why anybody would dare sign with Clutch, especially while LeBron is active, but just in general. Like, if it's so obvious to us, how could these pros not notice?
And that's exactly what happened. Just listen to Rich Paul talk about Darius Garland like he's a casualty of war.
This upcoming season, I sat Darius down and I explained to him, I was like, this is going to be your last year on the Cavs. Very matter-of-factly, because I do things very black and white. I said, that's just the way it's going to be for a number of reasons that it take too long to get into, but that's just my foresight.
Get into it.
And I also had the conversation with
Wait.
But that's just my foresight.
Wait. That's bullshit. So he starts out by saying, hey, Darius, this is going to be your last year. Like, I'm telling you how it is. I'm being matter of fact with you. This is going to be your last year in Cleveland. And then he says, well, that's just my foresight. Bullshit, dude. Bullshit. You already said it. You already outed it. This is why you shouldn't be doing a podcast. You're pulling back the curtains, man. You can't just pull back here. Let's listen to it again.
Black and white. Last year on the Cavs. I sat Darius down and I explained to him, I was like, this is going to be your last year on the Cavs. Very matter-of-factly, because I do things very black and white.
Okay. First half of the statement. Second half of the statement.
I said, that's just the way it's going to be for a number of reasons that it take too long to get into, but that's just my foresight.
That's just my foresight. Bullshit, man. Why would an agent ever tell his client, hey, you're not going to play here anymore after this year? What if the client is happy? The agent represents the client and the client's needs. You don't get to tell the client what he wants or what he doesn't want. You advise him when he wants your advice and he wants your help. If he wants to get traded, if Darius wants to get traded, then he reaches out to you and says, hey, Rich, here's the deal. Or you want to sign a new contract. You say, hey, Rich, here's the deal. These are the teams I'm thinking. Agent doesn't tell the player, you're not going to play where you want to play because I said so. But that's just my foresight.
And I also had the conversation with Kobe Altman, who runs the Cavs. And I said, Kobe, listen, this is what it's going to be. I understand it. The hopes is they go out and they play a great year and they try to contend and then anything short of a championship run, there has to be a change.
Because there's redundancy on the roster. By the way, that redundancy.
This is sick. Why would you want your agent talking about you like this?
Yep.
He said very matter-of-factly, this is your last season in Cleveland, brother.
Yeah, what does he think? He's Darius's daddy or something?
Reasons that it will take too long to understand.
Yeah. What's the point of the podcast if you're not going to take the time to explain that shit?
This is one sick brother. He took it a step further and said, I talked to Kobe Altman. The Cavs ownership and front office is well aware of what's about to happen.
So is Dan Gilbert not the owner anymore? I'm going to look it up while we do this.
Only place that he will have any power. He told Kobe Altman, this is what it's going to be. You're gonna trade Darius Garland, and that's exactly what they did, but they just so happened to be able to trade him for James Harden. This is what LeBron needs for his last hurrah.
Right.
There was a reason why the Cavs did a tribute video. LeBron James has been back to Cleveland 8 times since he's been gone.
Honestly, that tribute video was the first time that I realized I might be wrong all this time. that LeBron is indeed probably coming back to Cleveland. It wasn't until that, and that was very recent. But when I saw that, I was like, yeah, I think they are actually recruiting him. Like, I can't believe it's true. But by the way, I just looked it up. Dan Gilbert is the majority owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. He controls 72% of the franchise still. So I'm not, I mean, I'm sure I'm missing something obvious here, but why is it not Dan Gilbert who's being discussed in these conversations right now?
You don't need to do another tribute. We know that tribute was a virtue signal. I hope Jalen Tyson didn't buy a house, man. Because he on his way out of there. You can tell when players are in the know and not in the know. And Jalen Tyson, he definitely was not in the know. You see Donovan Mitchell was trying to stop him like, hey, man, chill. He's coming back next year.
I thought the same thing when I saw that. Dummy! Sanford! You
and
big
since we
dummy.
know where LeBron is going next year, that brings us some questions for the Cleveland Cavaliers. There is no way LeBron James can be on the floor with Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. So you're going to have to figure out who you're going to get rid of. And it's probably going to be Evan Mobley because he's on a max contract. And let the NBA heed my warning. I will cancel every subscription service. I would never watch the NBA again if Giannis Antetokounmpo somehow end up in Cleveland.
I forgot. That's what you guys are freaking out about the most in the comments. I mean, well, it didn't happen, okay? It didn't happen yet. Will it happen? I don't think so, man. I hope not. Do they have the money even? Do they have the money? I don't think they have the money. I gotta assume Donovan's making like $50 million, something like that at least, you know? Harden, last I checked, he's got to be making around like 40. So, I mean, they could literally just afford Giannis and then like minimum players after that. But then where does LeBron fit in if that's the case? Like, you gonna give LeBron the minimum and then like just everybody else the minimum on a team? Like, what is this? I don't know, guys. I would have been more likely to believe in the Giannis thing if they didn't get Harden. But now that they got Harden, I don't see that there's enough cap room for this.
I promise you, I will never watch the NBA again because the Cavs do have the assets to go and get Giannis. And LeUnc is expected to take a pay cut next year. And if he takes a pay cut, he could actually make this work.
But Zay, who do they have that they could free up the cap with? Like, that is like an asset that the Lakers, or I'm sorry, the Bucks would actually accept in a trade, like to free up that amount of money.
This is why I say LeBron gotta be studied. He's gotta be in the basketball version of the Smithsonian because there's no way he found a way to switch teams and not receive heat while finding new players, building the team, and creating new scapegoats.
Yeah, what's crazy is the idea that this would be him involved in a team being built for his arrival. But he's involved in a team being built behind the scenes and a season prior to his arrival. That's next level.
He said, I'm going to go and find the 2 most talented chokers in the NBA, and I'm going to try to lead them to a championship. If we win the championship, I get all the credit. I led James Harden and Spider to a championship, but if we lose, guess who getting blamed? James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, He's gonna use the I'm 42 years old.
I'm gonna blame James Harden too because he's never gotten it done anyways. He is just as bad as LeBron, except for he has 0 championships to his name. But same thing, he's been team hopping, super team building, doing all of his crap to no avail. So I'll blame James Harden as I always have, but it's also how about this? I ain't blaming Donovan Mitchell. But these other 2 guys, LeBron and James Harden, absolutely I will.
Him dunking and high flying all next year. They be like, look what he's doing at 42. But then soon as they lose, well, he's 42. He can't carry a team anymore. And that's exactly what they are saying today. LeBron James has officially crossed his T's and dotted his I's for next season. We already know James Harden's gonna get the grunt of the blame because he is a certified choker. He is a serial choker.
Yep.
He will make Michael Myers jealous the way he be out there choking.
What I love is that I don't know who you're talking about, whether it's James Harden or LeBron James right now. I agree to both.
Dr. Loomis actually looking for James Harden. He like, man, we've never seen somebody choke the way James Harden does.
Yeah, I know.
Man wouldn't do that. This isn't a man.
And you already know Donovan Mitchell gonna get it too. Even though he's been to the playoffs every season, he's been in the NBA. That second round, he fighting demons.
It sucks because I've been, in the background, I've been rooting for Donovan Mitchell to win a championship with Cleveland. So that just so they can prove, hey, we did it without you too, LeBron. But, oh man, it's going to be a whole different story if LeBron goes there. Then hell no, that goes against everything I was hoping for.
He's been to the second round 4 times, and he's only won more than 1 game only once in those 4 tries. And in 3 of those years, you were the favorite to win that series, and you came up short. I hope Donovan Mitchell and James Harden understand these are legacy-defining moves right here. You're going to be doing all of the dirty work while LeBron takes all of the credit.
Definitely. 100% agreed, man.
They're going to say that his leadership is the reason why the Cavaliers won the championship. Not your hard work, especially if y'all don't win a championship this season. And God forbid y'all don't win one next year because your legacy will never be the same. This is a lose-lose situation for all parties involved except LeBron James.
Dude, this goes against, I'm sorry, real quick. Take a look at the screen. This is a coaching nightmare, okay? Now, the ball's going to go to Luka Doncic. Look, first of all, no cross-court passes. That's strike 1. Coach, sit your ass on the bench. 2, look, Luka's being fronted. So even if Luka had the inside position, a cross-court pass is still a risky pass. But to be fronted, LeBron has to somehow find a way to float it over the top and get to Luka. And Luka tries. Look,
for all parties,
he tries to get position, and what happens? Like, that is man, you don't do that. And he was doing that during the tournament too. Like, that's fundamentals. You learn that in the why.
LeBron James. You're trading in your legacy for a cheap ring or to be a scapegoat. And that's a decision that you're gonna have to be comfortable living with. And this the part of the video where I need y'all to beat the comment section up. I hate to sound like a prophet, but I told y'all he was going to Cleveland. Yeah. Why didn't you believe me? I told you he wasn't retiring. Why didn't you believe me? Make sure you hit that subscribe button because you know you get nothing but the truth. Do y'all think LeBron James behind the scenes has been constructing this super team in Cleveland? Do you think LeBron James will get another cheap ring on his way out? Let me know in the comment section. Do you think Evan Mobley or Jared Allen are on their way out of Cleveland? Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to hit me with the HBO special. Help a brother out with some likes, comment, and subscribe. It's 93Zay.
Oh, man, great video, Zay. Let me try to answer your questions before I forget. Do I think LeBron was involved? Yes, and especially after hearing that clip you showed me from Rich Paul on that podcast. Yeah, obviously now, like we had suspicions before. He just confirmed it all by basically saying, yeah, we're about to do this. So yeah, he's definitely involved. Rich Paul's involved. That means LeBron knows everything that's going on with Rich Paul, obviously, and they're conspiring together to accomplish this. So yes, do I believe that LeBron is intending on, secretly behind the scenes, there's a super team being built in Cleveland awaiting his arrival? Yeah, unfortunately, I do believe that's true. It's disgusting. It makes me want to ugh. It makes me want to puke in my mouth, but I think it's true. Do I think it's gonna work? Nope, I don't. I can say it confidently. Same way, this reminds me of when it was Luka and LeBron, and I'm like, that ain't gonna work. The whole thing with him and AD was a 1-2 punch. That's not gonna work with Luka, And then same thing when what's his name? Russell Westbrook went to the Lakers. I remember because I was at work. We were mad. Like, what the hell? Damn team stackers. Cursing the Lakers, cursing LeBron James. All of us at work were pissed off. And then after a couple of minutes, I settled down. And I'm like, wait, it ain't going to work. We started talking about how there's only one ball. They're going to fight over the ball, blah, 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 blah. Guess what? It didn't work. Do I think this will work in Cleveland? Nope, I don't. For the same reasons. And the thing is, if this was a different star, like a Jordan or a Bird or a Magic, somebody, or Kobe, hell, Steph Curry, somebody like that who can alter their game and play off the ball, this would be a very scary thing. But LeBron James ain't that guy, you guys. He likes to get the ball, hold the ball, pass it with 2 seconds left on the shot clock, and hope for the best and hope for an assist. It ain't gonna work with two other primary ball handlers. It just can't. Anyways, that's that. Giannis, man. So Giannis didn't move. But what the hell, man? I wonder what's gonna happen with Giannis at the end of after this season. Or if he's gonna stick around in Milwaukee, maybe they patch things up, who knows. I will go on record, and I might be wrong because a lot of you guys think this is going to happen, but I'm going to go against the crowd here and just speak the truth. I don't think Giannis is going to Cleveland, you guys. I don't think it's possible. I also don't think Giannis wants to go to Cleveland because Giannis is not a team hopper. So I don't really envision Giannis going to Cleveland for 1 year to try to win a quick championship and then leave and find a new place to maybe finish out his career. I just don't see that happening. Not Giannis. Somebody like an Embiid or something, I can see them doing that, but not a Giannis. Anyways, I think that's it. I think that was all the end of the video questions. So yeah, I'm gonna head out, you guys. Thanks for watching with me. Shout out to Zay. Go check out his channel. Link is down below. And like the vid on the way out. Subscribe if you want more content like this. And most importantly, it's the Be Water, my friends.